Every town has its secrets. Some are harmless, a hidden love affair, or an unsolved mystery. But in Black Hollow, a small forgotten town in the Midwest, the secret is alive. They call it the Silent Path, a stretch of forest trails steeped in tragedy and whispers of something unnatural. Tonight, we explore its chilling tale. Stay close and don't wander off. Black Hollow appears ordinary. Rows of wooden houses, a single diner where locals gossip, and a church with a bell that rarely rings. But ask anyone about the Silent Path, and their smiles vanish. It's not just an old ghost story to them. It's a warning.
I was a boy when I first heard the whispers. It was just the wind, I told myself. But the wind doesn't say your name.
We don't talk about it, not after what happened to the McAllisters.
The legend began over a century ago with Eleanor Mallory. The town had turned against her, accusing her of witchcraft after a series of unexplainable deaths. Eleanor denied the claims, but the townsfolk were relentless. On a stormy October night, she was dragged to the woods and never seen again, alive. Days later, her body was found at the end of the trail. Her eyes stared skyward, her face frozen in an expression of pure terror. Clutched in her hand was a branch from a tree, carved with symbols no one could understand. After Eleanor's death, strange occurrences plagued the trail. Hunters claimed their dogs refused to enter the woods, barking at nothing. Hikers spoke of footsteps following them, though no one was ever there. And then, there was the McAllister family. In 1978, the McAllisters, a young couple and their 8-year-old son, decided to take an evening walk down the Silent Path. They never came back. Their car was found parked at the trailhead, but there was no sign of them. Weeks later, searchers discovered a chilling sight. A single lantern sat in the middle of a clearing, still lit. Around it were 3 sets of footprints, circling endlessly in the dirt. The family was never found. The Silent Path became infamous among thrill seekers and ghost hunters. Most leave unscathed, swearing they felt watched. But a few have shared stories of encounters they'll never forget. Take, for instance, Jason, a college student who thought it would be funny to live stream his midnight walk along the trail. The video began as you'd expect: laughter, bad jokes, the crunch of leaves underfoot. But halfway through, Jason froze. He turned his camera toward the trees, his voice shaking. "Do you hear that?" he whispered. In the distance, there was a faint laugh, a child's laugh. Jason ran, dropping his phone. It was found the next morning, the live stream still recording, but Jason was gone. The Silent Path's mysteries don't end with disappearances. Some claim the trail itself is alive, shifting to confuse anyone who dares enter. Others report feeling unseen hands tugging at their clothes or cold breath on their necks. But the most chilling stories involve Eleanor herself. They say if you walk the trail alone on a moonless night, you'll see her, Eleanor Mallory. Her face is pale, her eyes hollow, and she whispers one question: "Will you speak for me?" Answer her, and you'll never leave the trail. Stay silent, and she'll follow you home. Black Hollow's residents live with the trail's shadow looming over them. They warn visitors, beg them to stay away. But every so often someone decides to test their courage, and the legend grows. Do you believe the story of the Silent Path, or is it just another urban legend? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this tale, subscribe for more stories that will keep you awake at night. Until next time, stay in the light.